Well, hey, happy Tuesday night to you. I come with you guys with a lesson learned today. What you resist, or except what I learned is what I resist persists. Uh, this is a truism, I think, for a lot of us. But it became evident today in my mastermind group earlier as I was going through and looking at what I call my impossible game or my freedom map, if you will, where I want to be in the next approximately 12 months or so. And I created this end of last year, beginning of this year. I look at things on multiple levels. Kind of the high level is what I call the impossible game. It's the larger term goal that's going to take some time to reach. And then what I look at is a monthly focus. So I bring it back down to the month, approximately 30 days, and then I look at a weekly fire. So the frame is kind of a baseline understanding what are the facts of my life. But when I build off that frame, I look and dream and envision what could be in the next 12 months or so. Um, and oftentimes, and what I'm going to be doing next week is a pivot and a review, a deeper dive. Today it was a review. And it wasn't as deep a dive as I want to go, but the reality was certain things kept coming up in my longer term goals, my shorter term goals. And I realized I was avoiding some of those things that I needed to handle. And they continue to show up, right? So what do you do when those things continue to show up and that these are things you need to do? You know that they will make a difference in your long-term goals, right? And so for me, I recognize there's a tendency to zone out on sometimes. You don't have the energy or the focus or just lets you get away, right? And so your ability to have success in this area is diminished because of the choices that you make. I believe you take ownership of this. If certain things do come in, there's external forces, don't get me wrong. However, we can choose to respond or react to those. What I found, see if you guys can relate to this. uh, you get caught up in busy work. Maybe you even pick up your phone and you start scrolling on it. Maybe you just start watching YouTube videos or picking up the TV or maybe watching the TV or maybe um find quote unquote good things to do. Maybe exercise a little longer at the gym or linger in a conversation. There's all different ways we do this, and some of them appear a little bit more healthy or better than others. However, if you're honest with yourself, if you truly live what I call the warrior lifestyle of being real, raw, relevant, and leading to results that you can embrace, means we have to look at this and stop lying to ourselves. We lie to ourselves the most. I'm sure others, there's others out there, but reality is, um, so therefore, that thing keeps persisting because we don't want to look at it. We turn away. We have something else, right? So what I have found, although it is difficult at times to face the obstacle, face the resistance, if you will, that oftentimes is where I need to go. And I realize, okay, how do I shift my mindset? How do I change that? How do I get that into a place where I see it as an opportunity, this challenge, this obstacle? Ryan Holiday wrote a good book about this called "The Obstacle Is the Way." So there's things that are going to come up, and they're inevitably going to come up, right? But we have a desire, we have something that's greater on the other side of that. So will we do the work? We'll do the work. Will we? We'll do the work if we can hold fast to the larger vision and know that we'll be better off in there. And this goes in all aspects of life, but um, this is vital, and this is what I teach because I got to live it, right? For those of you that are on this journey and that are interested, I live from what I share, what I teach, what I incorporate in my coaching. And that's why I come live because I want to be transparent fully with y'all and let you know I have similar struggles as you, and you're not alone here. I don't have all the answers, but I can tell you the things that do work and how to get unlocked, unstuck, if you will, in this cul-de-sac of continuing to, oh well, I didn't get to that, and then you kind of sedate or get sidetracked into something else. Oh, there it is again. Oh no, I got to back around. You want to break that cycle so that you can, get out of that rut and then actually move out of the pit that you find yourself in, move out of this really self-imposed prison and cage. Like we want to get you to step outside of the prison, outside of the bars that are in front of you that you've put on yourself, and realize, okay, there is a better way. So again, what my lesson for the day is: what I resist persists. It continues to come up in my long-term goals, my short-term goals. I looked at it this week, literally today. Looked at my long-term goals that I have, and it showed up again in my monthly mission, what I was trying to achieve, and then also in my weekly goals, what I wanted to achieve, where I didn't hit that target. So it's like a domino cascading thing. So if you can't get it on the weekly, it's just going to roll up to the monthly, and then it's going to roll up to your annual. And how many of you guys, have a performance review, or at the end of the year, you're looking at it, you're like, man, I completely missed that target. And number one, I missed it. And I wasn't even really looking at it on a regular basis to help me get there. This is something I work with my clients, and we look at strategic plans. We're looking at where you want to go, how do we get there, and compress the time so that we can move on to other bigger goals, other goals, right? But how do we get to that, right? So we want to get you over the hump of the resistance, of the obstacle, getting you to eat the frog, if you will. You might have heard that saying before, but it's taking it and like, okay, I got to do this. And so there's a couple different ways we do this in my coaching program, and part of it is creating a container that you can come in with accountability and share with others without guilt or shame. We're not trying to like dogpile on you more, but we want to create a space in which you can come in and be honest, be open, real, and raw, like I was telling you about earlier. And so then you can kind of peel those layers back, right? Because you're in an environment, a container, and then you can use the tools like I talked about this week about the stack tool, or the whole planning process that I help guide you through, from your foundational facts where you're at to what I call your impossible game, or your freedom map. So what is your map for looking like to get free of where you're at now and transform yourself, right? So there's tools and resources in there that we put in place to get you unstuck and to get you in a place of true peace and prosperity, where you're feeling like, man, I'm making progress. I'm moving in the direction that I really want to. I'm achieving the results that I truly desire. And so hence steward your business, and why I come on here, because I want to live it and share that with you guys. And you know, I know that there's some of you out there that are listening and watching this, and you're like, man, I am stuck, and I've tried some different things, and I'm not quite getting where I want to be. I want to invite you to have a conversation. This is just free. This doesn't cost anything. This is just for you to come and say, hey, David, I want to pick your brain. I'd like to learn a little bit more. What is this thing you're using? Is it something that might even be helpful for me or not? I'll tell you. I'll let you know if I think it's going to help you or not. I want to make sure that I'm providing resources and value. Like I said the other day, leading you from victim to victor, to having a place where you have a solid foundation, and that you have a clear goal and way of getting there, and feeling like you have a community to support you in that. So that's my message tonight. Face the things that you're resisting, face those obstacles. And if you're struggling with how to, or what's the process, how do I break them down, how to go through them and do it successfully, so that you're not getting frustrated and angry yourself, and then leading over to your family, to your coworkers, because you're not reaching the goals that you really, really want to achieve. I would love to be a part of your journey and encourage you. And if that sounds like something that resonates with you, please reach out. I respond to all messages, and want to make sure I'm a resource for you guys. So have an amazing night. Get after it, and I'll be back with you again live tomorrow. Take care.